So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks a hard tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, sweeps down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! No greater redemption!
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom. What is going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew. And guys, we are here for our first ever episode of Introducing the Faithful. I'm going to go ahead and give a round of applause already. I know I'm a little corny, right? It's fine. I like to do that kind of stuff, though. Y'all know I got the little button, so I like pushing buttons, all right? But listen. All right, enough. Stop. This is going to be a little series that we're doing here. I would like to do this weekly, okay? And what we're going to do in this is we are going to introduce some of the people that you guys interact with the most in these chats, all right? It's time to put a face with some of the names, right? Everyone doesn't always join for the overreaction shows and the victory shots and all that, right? Some people you've seen before, some people be your first time, all right? But what we want to do here is give back. You know, this episode was inspired by a couple of different things, but what we want to do is promote people within our 49ers community. We want to put our own names out there. We don't want to be dependent on other people to big us up. Let's big ourselves up, all right? So it starts with us, and it's going to end with us, all right? So that's how we want this thing to rock over here, okay? Now, I'm not going to do a whole bunch of long intros. You guys know where to find us already, all right? And if you don't, well, better figure it out, all right? Today's episode is going to have a very special guest, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, RedJet Shell is coming to the stage. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Thank you for having me. Oh, my God. It's about time.
Yes. I think the last time you were on with me was my 24-hour broadcast.
Yeah, and you had like 20 people.
Yeah. It was
Like
a
20
whole
people.
stage full of people. I tell you what, man, you guys kept me entertained. You guys kept me awake. And then YouTube banned my channel and banned the video right after.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
it got me
that's
taken
lame.
down. But
That's so lame.
yeah, I don't know if we did like I don't know if I broke some kind of like YouTube community rules or something like that. I don't know if 24-hour streams weren't allowed. I didn't even look. I was just so excited that we were going to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy
that,
because it's not like people were doing anything, reckless, wild. We were all just excited about the Super Bowl. And it was fun. And Terradome stayed on with you the longest because he works nights. So it was
Right.
nothing for him. It was just like everybody kept dropping off, falling asleep, come back. Because I came on, I think, 3 separate times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that
And
was fun. Oh, I had a great time.
We had a good time. I think I'll do something like that again. I'll find out the exact rules that we're allowed to do and not do, and I won't do it the day before the show. Like I won't do it the day before the game. I'll space it out a little bit or something. You know what I mean? But listen, enough about that. Again, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being our first guest on our first ever episode. So it's time for you to introduce yourself. I follow you on Instagram. I see a lot of your work. I see photos. Why don't you tell people who you are and start there, who you are and where they can find you. So let's start there.
Oh Lord. So I know they're in the chat, so they love to make fun of me. So I'm RedJet Shell, aka Michelle of San Francisco, California. Big Niner fan, always have been, always will be, even through this whatever is going on right now. I love supporting each and every one of you. I know content is not easy. And you do follow me on Instagram. Most of you that are in the chat do too. I am just on Instagram and I do have a page on YouTube. Same name, RedJet Show. It's just photography. And I do little like collages and stuff with music and little snippets I take from YouTube, like the game day highlights YouTube page. And then I just kind of drag and drop and pick a song and it comes to life. So photography is like one of my big passions, along with football and sports. I just like to think that when you talk about photography, it kind of similar to that I'm talking about sports, in that it brings people together and it kind of starts that conversation that you wouldn't ordinarily have with anybody else that you don't talk to. Like you said, people don't join the chats and stuff like that. So kind of icebreaker, if you would, or kind of break that uncomfortable and awkward. If you would. So, and people in the chat, two of them right now love to make fun of me. They love to banter me, especially when I'm on with Pterodome. You know who you are. And they are as amazing, just like you, amazing content creators. It's not easy. Like photography is not for the weak. It's being a 49er fan is definitely not.
That's right.
But that's another conversation that we all have that brings us together. Though we don't always get along, we find a way to talk things out. You know, get through it together because we've gone through some things yesterday. That's really starting to bring people together. So that's me.
So we do have some questions coming in for you, and I do want to have a question and answer segment here. And I don't want them to get too far away. So here we do have a first super chat of the episode. So and the first super chat of the segment. So here we go. Nigel is in here. He says, RedJet Shell, let's fucking go. I can't say it yet. We're not past the 8-minute mark. All right, but the question is, who is your favorite 49er?
Oh boy, I get teased about this too. So my favorite 49er, of course, was Rice and Montana. You know, our OGs in the game, right? But we had one in the 2000 era, in the 2000s, and his name was Patrick Willis, number 52. That's my hero. He was always just a strong person. I remember he had a cast on his arm, and he played an entire game with this cast, and he just it was like he was bionic, you know, and it made, I don't know about you, but it kind of made you feel like you could do anything. You could be you too could be this 49er, right? So I just, you know, his strength and his just you know, it was just like okay, I'm ready.
Had this massive club on. And so guys, here's another thing that you're going to learn about this show, right? This is one of the questions that I will ask before I bring the guest on. So if you guys got a chance to see it today, this was the graphic that we used for it. So there you go. So I did find out her favorite player, and we got a chance to show him and her side by side, even though she didn't need that because she's got her own pictures with Patrick Willis. I saw that. I saw it. Okay, excuse me. That's fine. So let me tell you, right, little funny story. We're in California for one of the home games. This was a couple of years ago. And my favorite 49ers player is Bryant Young.
Oh,
and
nice.
so we're in the lobby of the team hotel.
Yeah.
And I'm talking with Nick and everything, and I look up, and Bryant Young is as close to me as my camera is. I mean, he is right there. And I legit froze.
Oh, no!
I didn't say a word. I just looked.
My egg.
And then he walked away. And that was it. I didn't say a single. I was close enough to shake his hand. I could tell you what the man smelled like. And I just... And here's what's odd.
The thing? Isn't that crazy how that works?
I don't get starstruck. I don't get starstruck. I don't know what happened. I don't. I have no. This is maybe my first time. No, I can't even say it was my first time meeting an athlete. I don't know. I couldn't believe he was there. Right? Like I don't know.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was very very odd. So I mean, it is what it's. So now, I like what you said about Patrick Willis, right? And his story is inspirational. If you guys know
Yes.
anything about his background and all that stuff, right? Patrick Willis had I'm not going to say he had the roughest of upbringings and all that stuff, but he has a very interesting story, and I encourage people to go out and look at it. And I'll never forget that image you're talking about of him with that club on his hand, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just a couple of weeks later, him and Navarro Bowman are both on the field. Have you ever seen that picture with the two of them?
Yeah,
Both
I
of
know
them
what
have
you're
the clubs
talking
on their
about.
hand.
Yeah,
Oh,
isn't that
man.
funny?
I mean, talk about inspiration, right? Those guys were so good
Yes.
that the Niners out there have two linebackers with a total of one pair of good hands, and they're out there still kicking ass out there. I
Despite
want to get to
everything.
some more. Yeah, despite all of that, we have some more questions that are coming in here for you. Now,
no.
again, I don't want you to give away like too many personal things because
No, it's
people.
okay.
All right. So, what part of the city are you from? And they were saying I was born in Dog Patch, aka 3rd Street. I don't. What's Dog
Okay,
Patch? What
yeah,
is that?
so the Dog Patch is a neighborhood that's kind of like the industrial part of San Francisco, which is where Chase Center is now, and
Mm-hmm.
where also the Oracle Park where the Giants play, the San Francisco Giants, obviously. And it's also like for me, when people say Dog Patch, I kind of associate that with the Patrol and like the end part of 3rd Street, because 3rd Street goes from Oracle Park all the way to where, if you guys remember, Candlestick Park used to be. And so that's what he's talking about. So I am from Ocean View Terrace, which is more commonly known as Lakeview. And that is a neighborhood that's by the Pacific Ocean and Ocean Beach, which we more commonly know it as. And it's by some locations that you may be familiar with, one in which is San Francisco State University. And the other is, it's a pretty much an indoor-outdoor mall called Stonestown Mall. And that's the neighborhood that I grew up in and went to school in. And not for high school. I went to another I went to high school in a neighborhood that's close to 3rd Street. So yeah, that's where I'm from.
That is absolutely incredible. So you are like actually out there, like in San Francisco. Like a lot of people are just California fans. Like you're actually out there.
Yeah, I'm actually out here.
So
Yeah.
my one time in the city,
Mhm.
I was driving, and the streets are vertical. Like, why do y'all do that? What were y'all trying to prove? Like that y'all have good brake pads or something? Like, what is up with that? Why are the streets straight up and down like that? Like, I thought, like, do I have to drive up this? When you're sitting in the car at the bottom and you're looking straight, it's a wall that's a road. Like you have to look up to see where you're going. I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely petrified. They don't have that out here in Jersey. I'm from Flatlands.
Flatlands, yeah.
We don't have that. We don't have that, man. I didn't
So,
know what was going
What's
on.
funny about the neighborhood that I grew up in, it's all hills, like you said. So as a kid going to school, no, of course you don't have a car, right? So you got to walk these hills.
Mm.
You got to walk down the hill to get to school. Oh, baby, and you got to walk back up to get home.
Yeah.
And your parents wasn't picking you up. See, we grew up in the 80s, right? So we were on our own in the 80s.
I know that's right.
It
I
was
know
like,
that's right.
get your ass to school. Get
Yep.
your ass. So where I am, it was mostly mountains, if you can believe that. So before the houses and, I guess modernization, right, and technology and industrialization came, my part of the neighborhood was all mountains. And where I think it was Big Daddy 49ers that asked me what part of the city I was from. That was all mountainside too. It was the Hunters Point neighborhood, which was like an army. I guess it was like an army base. You can tell me that I'm drawing a blank, and I shouldn't. I'm from the city, and I should know this, but yeah, it was the Hunters Point, where all the military people would live at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And because we had a base in San Francisco, but obviously not anymore. And fun fact, I was born on an army base. I sure was. Yeah.
So you're an army brat.
You could say that, but by the time my dad had ended in the Air Force, I was still a baby. So I don't like to say I was an army brat-ish.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because when my parents got married, they left San Francisco. They left the country. They went to Germany and Spain, and I'm like, I could have been born in another country. No, you want to bring me back here?
You got right here. Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
no, you're gonna be, your ass gonna be born here. Sorry, love.
That is hilarious.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Now, I want to keep it going because I'm watching our time, and I want to try to keep these episodes at 20 to 30 minutes. Now we got 15 more minutes because this is our first one. So if we go over, you got to go. You let me know. You start waving me
I'm
down
good.
or anything.
Let's do it. Yeah, I got time.
Now,
Let's go.
Ty, a longtime supporter of all things 49ers, repping the shirt and everything, he says that you have a 49ers calendar.
Oh boy, yeah.
What's he
How
talking
that?
about, Willis? What's going on? I'm listening now.
What you talking about, Willis? So I got the idea to make a calendar out of all these photos that I have. I have photos of Candlestick and I have photos of Levi's. And I also obviously take pictures of gear that I have or me and my obviously new gear that I'm wearing. I just get inspired. A lot of you guys make me laugh, bring the best out of me. So I get inspired by a lot of you to take different pictures and, just kind of get more comfortable in myself.
Okay.
And so the calendar is just that. So it's either pictures like this behind me with the huge light up chain,
Mm-hmm.
or pictures of Levi's, pictures of Candlestick, or pictures of San Francisco itself.
Any
It could be,
cars make the cut?
they can,
You got
yeah.
you got to
I
tell
do
me
have
about
some
your
cars,
infatuation
yeah.
with cars. I mean, I
I
want to
am.
know where the nickname came from, the RedJet shell. No, these are things that I'm going to ask. I was trying to be nice to them, and I don't
Oh
want to be
my
selfish
gosh.
yet. I was trying to be nice to the viewers and let them get their questions off, but I'm going to start asking some. I need to know where RedJet came
Yeah.
from. I mean, like I see some of the cars. I saw you post something the other day that said white jet or red jet, and you were talking about the colors of the vehicles. And do you just like taking pictures of cars, or are you actually like a car person? Like what's
I
going on?
love cars. I love OGs. I love new racing. I'm a big car fan. Red Jet is my car, if you can
Okay,
believe that. It is
okay,
a 2008, if you can believe that, a 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer, and it is red. And the reason why it was named Red Jet. I didn't name it. A coworker did. Funny story. So I had a Mitsubishi Galant before I bought this Lancer,
okay.
and this Lancer had everything and the kitchen sink. So for me, everything in a kitchen sink would mean the spoiler, the sunroof, tinted windows. It even had rims. I never had
Mm-hmm.
rims a day in my life. And then it
Okay,
had the navigation. It was fancy, Mike. This car was, for me, it was fancy.
loaded.
Right?
That's
Right?
loaded.
We call it fully loaded, right? So my coworker, the next day I went to work and I was like, oh, I bought the car. So they go outside and they look at it. And the first thing they said was, it looks like a jet. And I said, a jet? What you mean? Well, it's got the spoiler and it's really, it's funky looking. And I was just like, huh, red jet. Okay. So
There you go. So
there
and
it
that's
is.
it.
Yeah.
And so you
Isn't that
made that
funny?
like your moniker, and you've just been rocking with it ever since.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now
Until I can't have the car anymore.
I know 3 different women who go by Shell, Shelly, or Shells, and all of their names are Michelle.
Oh,
Is that the
right.
case?
Yep.
Okay.
So
All right.
I've been called Shellster, Shelly Bean. Um, let me see, what's a good one? Shell Bear, like Care Bear. That's kind of
Uh-huh.
cute. So
Okay. All right.
Shells Bells. I'm sure they have choice names for me in the chat right now. I can see it a little bit, but yeah, that's what when people say Michelle to me, I feel like I have to make a payment.
Oh,
So,
you're in some kind of trouble, right? Yes. I hate being Michael.
right? If
They call
somebody
me
calls
Michael.
you
I start
Michael, don't you
sweating.
feel like you have to pick
It's
up the
like, yeah,
phone, like,
what
good
did I just
morning?
do? Like, wait, what?
Right?
Yeah. Like, what happened? Am I
Yes,
in
me
trouble?
too. Yeah.
Oh man. So I
Oh
completely
God.
get it. And you know what's weird? It's like different tones, like the voices, right? Like my wife called
Yes.
me Mike the other day, and I didn't realize it, but she doesn't call me Mike either. She like with her it's like, hey babe. Like it's just
Right.
a thing that she does. And I never
Hmm.
thought about it. And she said
He was
Mike,
in
and I'm like,
trouble.
who is she talking to? Who the hell is Mike? Like is it
Who was that?
so yeah, I was thrown for a loop. So all right. I do want to keep this thing going here. Now, I do have some more questions for you though. Um,
Okay.
do you
Oh,
have anything like I see the photography? Is that just passion? Is that profession? I've seen you out at protests and all. Like, tell us
yeah.
more about now.
Oh
Are
boy.
you just working there? Are you out at the protest because you're standing for different beliefs and all? Like, what's going on?
Okay, so I kept seeing them on TV, and
Wait, really quick.
go ahead.
Sorry. Take
No.
your microphone and move it towards the middle. Yeah, there you go. It's tapping the chain, and so
Oh, I'm
it was doing
sorry. You
like a
want me to
little
take the
clicking
chain off?
sound.
I can take it off. Want me to take it
No, no,
off?
no, you're okay.
Am I good? Okay.
It's just,
Sorry about that.
yep.
Sorry about that.
No, you're all right.
I'll just hold it. So I kept seeing them on TV, and I wanted to see it for myself because the news and everything tends to over dramatize. And they tend to put things into a narrative. And I did not do that. I'm not a professional photographer at all. It's strictly for hobby. And
Okay.
that's what inspired me to go out and see these raw emotions. We're going through it now. Federal workers are still out of a job. Not to get too personal or
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
like that, but my heart does go out to the federal workers. I'm a civil service employee myself. Not federal, but I do work for the state of California.
Right.
So I do understand what that's like to not have a paycheck or to wonder if you're going to get paid, not when you're going to get paid. So I totally,
Right.
totally sympathize with that. I've seen both sides. I have seen people, doing this to protesters, and the other inappropriate gestures. I'm not going to do it here. I
Right.
have heard the N word.
hmm
I've heard the BLACK and the B word. Not to me, just to
Right.
people just out. Trying to get a rise out of people, trying to start a fight with people.
Yeah.
Of course, you've seen the flag upside down.
hmm
I've seen the worry. I've seen the anxiety, the anguish. And it just bothered me. I even made a collage that was all the protests, and
hmm
I titled it "Time" because it's the time that we're living in right now.
Yeah.
So it's a good question. It's very interesting that you asked that because you are the first person that asked me, like, why would you do that? Because honestly, I'm on the side of equality. I think that
Yeah.
people need, it doesn't matter what side you're on. I think we need to just come to the table. Let's talk this out.
Right.
I mean, enough is enough.
Right.
I mean,
Civil
I don't want somebody
discourse.
to be right. You shouldn't be without your paycheck
Right.
because of control. The issue is
hmm
control. It doesn't matter what side you're
Yeah.
on. So I just want to touch on that a little bit more. I
And
know we're on time.
you
So
know, fortunately for us in our household, my wife works for the state of New Jersey, so she's not affected by it. But again, like you
yeah,
said, I mean, we've gone through furloughs and things like that, and you just don't know when they're going to call you back in and how long it's going to be. Are there going to be cuts following and things of that nature? So, prayers up for everybody that's involved and everything that's going
yeah,
on, and
absolutely.
hopefully we get more solutions sooner rather than later. So that is good to know. Now, do you have a drone?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Yes, I do. Yes.
because now you had me thinking a little bit. Now I heard you say like, "Oh, I sometimes get highlights from here and there and all that," and I put my collages together. I'm like, I'm telling y'all, that is like original drone footage there. Like you have a
It
drone with the camera, and that camera is like crystal
is.
clear.
Yeah, isn't
What the
it?
heck? Like how big is the drone? Because my brother gets these drones and he gets cameras on them and everything, and then he crashes them.
Oh,
Right, he hits a power line and it's over. I think my brother has probably had about 20 drones in the
dang.
last 3 years. Like he just keeps crashing them, and I'm like, dude, like, come on, you got to do something.
See,
So
okay, so before I answer your question, your brother can donate to the Give Us a Drone fee.
okay,
He can donate to the drone fund. Let's all get a drone. You get a drone. You get a
right, for real.
Oh
He
my
gets them like
God,
draws. It's crazy.
man. So I got this for Christmas. I'd been wanting one, and I was like, I opened this box, and I'm like, oh, it's up. It's up. Now it's time to learn some things,
Literally.
right? Right, literally, right? So I opened this drone. It's called a DJI, and it just comes with this little pamphlet, my little bitty
hmm
pamphlet. Doesn't tell you how to turn it on, turn it off. I have no idea what I'm doing. I see all these chargers and things. I'm like, what is all this mess? So I go on to YouTube because YouTube is this whole life. So I go on to
hmm
YouTube, I do the research, and it tells you everything. It even does like all these neat little tricks. You could do little videos and what's called a time lapse. So there's little snippets in some of the collages that I make where the cars are going super fast.
Yes,
That was
yes.
my drone. Believe it or not, that was my
Okay,
drone. Yeah.
okay.
Isn't that
And
crazy? I was just like, wow,
and the
this thing does a
quality
lot of
is so
stuff. Yeah.
good. Like I'm
Yeah.
watching the quality on this camera, and I'm
Thank
like, this is
you.
really
Yeah.
good. And
Yeah.
so I assumed you were professional, like photography and all this stuff. Like I
Thank
really thought like this
you.
was like your thing. So this is good. Have you ever like tried to like get work doing anything like that? Like do you do like weddings or anything? Like
No, no, never. So I've never shot like weddings, sporting events. Literally, if I go out with my camera and I see something that just catches my eye, I'm just gonna take a picture of it. And it just and a few minutes turns into like an hour, and I'm just out just taking pictures,
right.
not paying attention to what's going on around me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking around with the camera, I'm the target, right?
Right. Yeah.
Victim
Like
here, help yourself. I should put a sign. Just help yourself. I
right.
am not
Oh
paying
my goodness.
attention at all. That's funny.
Locked in on what you're doing. You in your own little world here. Surroundings be
Right.
damned. Oh.
Oh man, it's funny. But
So
yes, that's how that came to be. Yeah.
I want to open the floor for you. We got about 5 minutes left here. I want to
Oh
open the
my.
floor for you to
Uh-oh.
get any thoughts off that you want. And then I have to ask you about the 49ers. I absolutely
Oh
have to.
Jesus, here we go.
So I don't know if there's anything in particular you want to get to or if you just want me to start firing off my questions because I will.
Well, okay, really quick, 30 seconds or less. Thank you so much for having me. I didn't know I was going to be the first person on this segment, so oh my God, I can't wait to do this again. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And the people in the chat, thank y'all for loving me, putting up with me, supporting me through so many things. This thing called life,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's pretty much it. You can now follow me on Instagram, RedJet Show. Then same thing for YouTube. I have 55 whole subscribers. Wow, right?
You're gonna get
We're,
more
we're
now. I'm
getting
gonna
up
go and
there, huh?
subscribe. See,
Look out,
now I
content
gotta go and
creators.
subscribe. That's right. She's coming for us, y'all. She's coming for us. But I'm always going to support good people, so I definitely will
Same.
be in there.
Yes, sir.
How did you become a 49ers fan? Was it just local?
No, my mom. My mom was at one time the bigger 49er fan than I'll ever be in my whole life. Her in Montana was like this.
Wow.
And get this. So my mom was what you would call an administrative analyst now. They were like personnel back in the day.
Yeah.
So she worked downtown San Francisco at a law school. And if you
Mm-hmm.
go through the back alley, you're on Market Street where the parades were. So when they won their first parade, all my mom had to do was walk to the back of the building through the alley. As she was
Shut
walking,
up.
get this, her and Montana locked eyes. And I kid y'all not, I have an autographed picture of Tony Montana himself to me. To me,
Are you
yes.
serious?
Yes, yes.
That is
I kid you
freaking
not.
awesome.
Yeah,
Wow.
right?
That is great. Who would see like my mom is like, yeah, I like football, and she'll wear her cowboy stuff, but it's like, Mom, did you watch the game today? I ain't had time for that. Like she's one of those
Same,
fans.
yeah, my
Like
mom is like that now. She's like,
she,
I
she
don't know who
she
this
claims
player
it by
is. I don't know
name.
what's going on.
Yeah, but that is so incredible. And like being part of like the first parade and everything right out the back door of that is absolutely
Isn't that
incredible.
crazy?
So that's beautiful, man. I absolutely love to
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah.
All right, we got to know. What do you have a favorite moment as like far as your fandom goes? Like, do you have a moment that just stands out more to you than any of the other ones, or is it just too many to choose from? I mean, because there's been a lot of good ones, but you know,
Oh wow. Okay, so there's two, and I'll just leave it to two because there are
okay,
several. But the first one was the Saints game at Candlestick in 2012.
oh,
And I
okay,
was there, Mike, and we were like,
no,
yes. You remember where Vernon Davis made the third catch? You'll
mm-hmm.
never guess where I was sitting. I was about 12 rows up from it. So I was like,
Stop.
yes, yes.
I'd have went out there and cried with him. Yes, you did it. Yeah, I can't believe it. Good job, Vernon.
Oh my God. It was so funny because the very next week we would lose. Oh my
Yeah,
God. And
yeah.
I was at that
Could,
game too. Isn't that crazy?
so you were at both of them.
Yeah, I was at both
Check
of them.
you out.
Man,
Okay.
fun times, right? But that was when tickets were like, a couple $100 versus a couple $1,000 now. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
you could get
They're
it.
up
You could
there
literally
now.
get in for like a couple, like $200 and sit down in front. Versus now, you go to the stadium now, it's thousands of dollars. So, and the second memory was recent. It was in 2022 when I finally got to meet Patrick Willis, the one where
That
I'm
is
just
Just smiling all teeth. Just look at all of them. Here you go. Just love me. Hi.
Hi, I'm here.
Hey, at least you got the picture and everything. Cause I just, so that is awesome.
That's your
That is
lesson. Don't
absolutely
ever do
awesome.
that again, ever.
Yeah, I can't. You know what's crazy? I won this poster. I don't even remember what I did. It was years ago, and it
Oh
was
wow.
an edit by I can't remember Odysseus. He's on Twitter. He does photos and all
Okay.
that stuff. But he's
Okay.
won this
Okay.
big poster, and it was
Wow.
of Bryant Young. And I was like, yes, like great. And so I tweeted something along the lines of, now just got to get him to autograph it. And he said, done deal. He responded to me. And I was like, oh my God, let's go. And I DM'd him right away so I could find out the address of where to send it. And he
Yeah.
has not responded to this day. It's been years.
Oh,
It has been years. And I don't want to like nag him or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, I got to get this thing signed so I can get it framed. Like I have to do it. I have to do it.
Yes, you have
Okay.
to.
So you gave us your two top moments as a 49er fan. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the link right there for the YouTube page. I know some of you guys were asking. So youtube.com at RedJet Shell. So you guys can go there. It's the same as the IG. All right.
Same as the IG, yep.
The current state of this team.
Oh Lord.
Give me your thoughts on are you disappointed with the season? I feel like we as a fan base have gone through so many emotions, right? We can't even celebrate the good record because of how the injuries are pouring in. I mean, the ebbs and flows. We don't get a chance to breathe.
No.
So
I can't breathe, Mike.
Yeah. I mean, I know you went on your silent strike for the last game. I mean,
I tried. It was working until Fred got in. That silence was the why.
Right. Exactly. So give me your thoughts on how the season is going for us, man. And then also just try to give me a little bit of projection down the road. How do you think things will end up going?
Okay, so we are 4-2, which is not terrible. We are first place in the NFC West, which I believe puts us in third due to the loss yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is not terrible. If the playoffs were right now, someone would have to come to us. Thank God, because if we have to travel, I think it would be like a one and done. Are we out? Are we down for the count right now? Yes. Are we out? No. Do I think that this can turn around? Absolutely. We are getting players back. Thank God. But if anybody in the chat wants to join the Niners, Mike, myself.
Put me in, coach. I think I got an Achilles you can have if you need one. Like, come on. We got to do our part.
Exactly.
We are scraping the bottom of the barrel.
That part. And we do have 7 games until the bye week, which seems like forever and a day. But it doesn't have to be forever, right? I mean, we do have some glimmers of hope. We are playing in spite of injuries, not despite of injuries. So that gives me a lot of cadence for like, okay, it's not over just yet. Even though our captain, which is the heart of our defense, has gone down, there are some players that did make a hell of an effort to try to step in at that moment. But I mean, it's more shock. It's more, what do I do? It's more of this, oh my God, he's down, and that's going through your head the entire time. So I do feel that we could finish this strong. I don't know where we're going to seed, if we seed at all. I do have faith that we can seed. First place is asking way too much right now. But we can win these games. They are winnable games if they stay out of their head. Stop trying to be the hero. Just play ball.
Yeah. The fan base seems to be split right now, especially after Fred Warner went down. And it's let's just get ready for next year. And there are people who want to pack it up. But there are people who are like, guys, we're in first in the division. You can't pack it up now. Like now is not the time to quit. Yeah. And so where do you fall? You want to keep pushing. You're not ready to you're not ready to
I mean, the joke is I'm the certified pessimist. Right? Because it's always and I've said this in other podcasts that it's always been an almost. We've always done well, and then we find a way to crash and burn.
Mess it all up, yeah.
Yeah. So, and me, I always say I'm elderly, being in my 40s and everything. I feel like I have to retire to even see a Super Bowl win. I know, right? So it's so depressing, but and I've even said this. I know, right? But we are 4-2 right now. I can improve. I actually will be at the game this Sunday, so I'm really excited about that. So you have somebody that cannot be mute. So
That's
I'll
good.
be with
That's
70,000
good.
other screaming people.
That's
So
right,
I'm not gonna have
screaming.
a
Y'all
choice.
better bring Sage. Y'all better bring Sage and get this bad juju away from our team. I'm telling you. I am telling you, yes.
I'm telling you, whatever it takes. But yeah, I mean, just to kind of conclude it, I do feel like this can be completed on a high note. If not, we
Yeah.
can at least take the division. I mean, we have to
Yeah.
take our we right now it's literally one game at a time because our bye week is 7 weeks
Forever
out.
and a
So
day
that
away,
yeah, it's
yeah.
forever and a day. So it's hang in there, Niner fans. I don't think that we need to throw in the towel, but to your point, I think we're seeing the truth and how people really feel about our team
Mm-hmm.
right now. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, yeah. It's so weird. I saw this post from Jennifer Lee Chan and NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's like I don't know if people like just want 49er fans to be angry. She makes this article and talks about how Brandon Ayuk again removed all the 49ers from his social media and all that. And the truth is, he did that way back during negotiations and just never put the other stuff back. But he still got the link to the team and everything in his bio. And so they after enough people got on them, they finally changed the article. They removed that part saying that he, removed all the stuff. But just as quick as she posted it, the hate was just coming. And now let's get rid of him and Jawan Jennings. And it's like, how can you guys like just we don't need any more reasons to be negative. Even if, let's just say you found out that he did do it. You got to post that right now, the day after we lose Fred Warner for the season.
right?
Like, do you have to do that right now? Like, why?
Yeah,
And so
right.
we have enough to be negative about. I just don't. I'm not here for the negativity. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm gonna
same.
watch the games, and
Yeah.
I watched every game when Chip Kelly was our coach, and I knew we were gonna lose him.
Oh
There's
yeah.
no way I'm
Yeah,
tapping
there
out
was
and we're
no
four
way.
and two.
Right? No, none.
Yeah. Nigel Crane has one more question for you. He says, RedJet, do you have superstitions or game day rituals?
No, actually, I'm a fan of the morning game that comes on at 10 a.m. for us, and then so it's 1 o'clock for you guys in the East. So we'll get up, make breakfast, sit down, watch the game, and then you have the whole rest of the day, at least in the West Coast, to just chill and relax. That's pretty much my ritual. Like I don't have the burning sage.
Okay.
Oh, please don't let us throw any
So
interceptions
a,
today. That kind of thing.
sometimes people have rituals and they don't realize it. So I'm going to pry. I'm going to find something that you do. Okay, so here we go. It's not a lucky pair of socks or anything like that, but do you have to put on something 49ers related for game day?
Yes.
Okay, see, boom, right, just like that. All right, we already found one ritual right there. That's it. I'm going to stop. That's good enough for me. I have to have something 49ers on. Now, I will admit this. Outside of my work uniforms or shirts and khakis, right, like my business attire, I'm willing to bet that about a solid 75% of my wardrobe is 49ers related.
Mine too.
Yeah, so I might have a problem. I'm thinking that I'm putting this stuff on because it's game day. Maybe I'm just getting dressed in the morning. Maybe it's just a random Wednesday. I don't know.
Oh
So
my God.
maybe it's
I
not
love
that.
it.
But I'm going to stop there. So we did find a superstition, guys.
You
We won't call it a
did. You
superstition,
got
but we'll
me.
call it a
Yep.
ritual. We'll call it a
Yes, a
ritual.
ritual. Yes,
She has
there
to
you
have
go.
on some Niners attire, some way,
Yes.
shape, or fashion. So there we
Something
go.
49ers. Yes.
Yes,
You got me.
that's it. Michelle, RedJet Shell, you have been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much for being my first guest here on
Oh my God, my
Introducing the Faithful.
pleasure. My
Round of
privilege.
applause to you.
Yay.
I want to
This
thank
is so
everybody in the chat.
fun.
You guys were excellent in here. You guys were very kind. All right. Maybe I got to make sure I do these things early because our fans, when they start getting in the evenings, they can get a little rowdy. But they were very, very nice. So I'm very proud of everybody. And
They
guys,
were
if you want to be a
behaved.
part of this,
Oh my
yes, they
God.
were good. Well, Ty was acting up in the beginning. I saw him.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
saw him,
yeah.
but
We're used to that.
but we know and love Ty for who he is. So
Yes, we
it's all
do.
good.
And
It's in the bio for this episode, guys. If you guys also want to be a part of this, our email is in there. Just shoot us an email and let us know that you want in. I've received a bunch of them yesterday. I'm going to work. I already have my second guest lined up for next week, and I'll start working and planning ahead for everybody going forward. So this was a lot of fun. Any final words or thoughts before I let you go?
As always, go Niners. Keep the faith. We're not out of it yet. We're down. We're not out. And Mike, just keep doing what you do. I'm always going to support you. You know that.
Thank you
know
very
me.
much.
You're stuck with me now. So.
Yep, that's it. Likewise, hey, and I'm on YouTube now. I done found you over there. I'm going to continue to nag you on IG. This is just what I do. So, all right, I'm looking forward to the content, the calendars, all that good stuff. I'm looking for it all now.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. We are going to get out of here. There's some Monday Night Football that's coming on soon, so hopefully you guys can go ahead and get to it. And that's going to do it, man. Episode 1 is done. Prepare for glory, anticipate pain, but always remain faithful. Peace.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Nothing but Niners. We nothing